What's up, Skate Athletics fam? Welcome back to another video. We're back with another full workout. However, this time we're going to focus on strength speed training. Just like last time, you're going to find your own PDF copy of the workout down in the description below. And same thing goes, if you don't have access to a piece of equipment shown in the video, I'm going to provide an alternate exercise shown in yellow on the program, which should be a little bit more commonplace and you should be able to do. If that alternate is still something you don't have access to, feel free to either comment below or reach out to my Instagram, Skate Athletics, and I'll set you up with another good exercise. And since we're already here, let's just get this out of the way. Please go ahead and like the video to show your support and subscribe if you haven't already. One more thing before we get started. This workout is for individuals who I consider to be intermediate/advanced in terms of working out. These exercises are really hard and require heavy loads. Specifically in strength speed training, you're going to use loads that are going to get up to 90% of your 1 rep max, and that's pretty damn heavy. So before starting any strength speed training phase or workout, I would highly recommend that you complete a full strength endurance phase along with a maximal strength phase, so we can build adequate levels of strength, power, and technique before we jump into these hard exercises. Additionally, I just quickly touched on this, but I would highly recommend, once again, to master the techniques used during these lifts. Obviously, squats and deadlifts and things like that by themselves are not dangerous, but when we're using loads up to 90%, it can get a little sketchy. So make sure you've mastered the techniques. Just like in skating, obviously right after you learn how to ollie, you don't just hop on to like a 6-stair out ledge and just go for it, right? You're gonna get hurt. So build up that foundation, and then eventually let's work our way up to strength speed training. So if you're somebody who's brand new to working out and what I just said might discourage you a little bit, please go check out my previous videos where I show you the top 5 foundational exercises for skateboarders, and check out this other video, the strength endurance full workout, which again is going to introduce a bunch of these foundational exercises, but now you'll start to add tempo, which will help you master those foundational exercises and also help build some strength endurance, which in turn is going to help your body get ready for the strength speed workout. Okay, so with that said, let's move on. So a couple months ago, we talked about training for adaptations, and we actually showed you how to build your own workout programs. In that video, we discussed the overload principle, goal setting, and we actually built a full strength endurance workout. So pause this video, go check that out real quick, and when you come back, you'll have a little bit better of an understanding of how the program's going to go forward. In that video, we discussed the sets, reps, tempo, exercise intensity, and the rest periods. So I really just want you to get a good idea of every single aspect of the program before you hop in. But now let's assume your goal is to increase your strength, power, balance, mobility, flexibility, and overall athleticism to help improve your skateboarding. That sounds pretty good, right? And if that's the case, the overview of your block periodization is going to look like this. And this workout is specifically coming from that third block, the strength speed phase. And to be transparent, we're getting this periodization and training strategy from the NSCA's Essentials for Strength and Conditioning. Yes, of course, there are like a billion different training strategies out there, but I'll always recommend hitting up these guys. Okay, moving on. So the main goals of your strength speed phase is to increase your rate of force production and power while also maintaining and potentially increasing your strength levels. Additionally, one of the main purposes of this phase is to take that strength you've built in the strength endurance and maximal strength phases and turn that into explosive power, in turn maximizing your sport performance. This phase will use similar exercises seen in previous videos such as squats, deadlifts, and things like that, but in this phase the main purpose is to use very heavy loads and move that weight as fast as you possibly can. Specifically, the intensity is going to be between about 80 and 90% of your 1 rep max or rating of perceived exertion for the strength exercises. So here's an example. Here's the strength exercise from block 1, the deadlift, and it's set about 90% of your 1 rep max. During that concentric portion, I really am trying to move the weight as fast as possible, but obviously it's very heavy, so it doesn't look that fast, and that's fine. You just gotta make sure you're going 100% and that the intent is there. This phase will also begin to introduce velocity emphasized exercises such as ice skaters, broad jumps, split squat jumps, and many more. These velocity emphasized exercises are not the main focus of this phase, they're more of the accessory lifts. However, they are extremely important for overall skill and power development. I actually came across a pretty cool quote when I was doing my reading for this, so check this out. If you only train max strength, you'll become strong but not fast. If you only train max speed, you will become fast but not strong. Train both and you'll become powerful. So there you go. If you want to become a more powerful skater, you're in the right place. If you want to learn more about strength speed training before you dive into these workouts, I'll provide some links in the description down below to help further your understanding. Also, I gotta repeat this one more time, strength speed training can be very dangerous. So be aware of your experience level before hopping into this workout. And if you're not sure of your experience level and you're not sure if you should start plyometrics and heavy squats, check this out. There are many standards out there that you can kind of check yourself upon, and one of them for plyometrics specifically is that you should be able to squat 1.5 times your body weight, or you can squat 50% of your body weight 5 times in 5 seconds. Basically, this standard is just showing you that you have an adequate level of strength and strength endurance before you hop into these powerful exercises. If you're having trouble with this part, of course, feel free to reach out, comment below, or shoot me a DM on my Instagram. All right, now you know where the workout comes from, what it's intended to do. Let's jump into the details. So set 1 includes 3 sets and 3 reps of a deadlift at 90% of your 1 rep max or a rating of perceived exertion. And the tempo for that exercise, once again, you're trying to move that weight as fast as possible. The second exercise is 3 sets and 5 reps on each side of the bodyweight ice skater jumps. If you need a quick instructional video for the deadlift, just hit that link in the top right hand corner. Just remember, during this phase, we're trying to move that weight as fast as possible. And of course, having good form is absolutely necessary, but I really want you to focus on the speed of the lift. So, it's okay if your back rounds a little bit. After the deadlift, transition immediately to those ice skater jumps. And make sure you're jumping as high and as far laterally as possible on every single rep. Try to stabilize on that one leg and then explode back onto the other side. After the ice skaters, give yourself about a 2-minute rest before you start your next set of deadlifts. Set 2 involves 3 sets and 3 reps of the good morning at 80 to 90% intensity and the dumbbell split squat jump using 3 sets, 5 reps at about 10 to 20% intensity. During your good morning, once again, focus on using a heavy load. However, for this exercise, I want you to focus on control, not the speed. This exercise can put a great deal of stress on your spine, so just make sure you're keeping those shoulders engaged, your abs tight, sit your hips back when you bring your chest forward, and keep your knees slightly bent and externally rotated. Once you've reached the point to where you feel a slight hamstring stretch, bring your hips forward and your chest back up into that standing position. After the good mornings, now you're going to progress to that dumbbell split squat counter movement jump. This exercise is all about speed. Place about 90% of your weight on that front foot, quickly dip down and explode off that front leg. Jump as high as you possibly can, control the landing, and repeat. A couple things I want you to be aware of: never let your knee cave in, and always keep your chest upright during this exercise. The last set of the workout involves 3 sets, 5 reps of the RDL at 80 to 90% and 3 sets, 3 jumps on each leg of the single leg broad jump. For time purposes, if you need a quick instructional video for the RDL, I'm going to send you up to that link in the top right corner. But I do want to say one thing, just like the good mornings, make sure your shoulders stay engaged, abs stay tight, back stays straight, and you're sitting those hips back. And again, just like the good morning, the RDL is all about control. Next, transition to those powerful single leg broad jumps. Start up standing tall, quickly dip down into a counter movement, explode those hips forward, and really use those arms. You're jumping out horizontally as far as you can. Land on both feet, landing as soft as possible, really trying to absorb all that force. Once you're done, walk back to the start line, take about 10 to 30 seconds between each rep, and repeat. It's very important that you're giving 100% effort on all of these velocity emphasized exercises. Obviously, this is where that speed component comes from, really trying to move your body as fast as possible when you're doing a jump. And that's how it's going to transition to onboard power, so you can start popping like Jake Hayes. All right, there you guys have it. That's the full speed strength workout. I really hope you guys liked the video. To show your support, please either like the video or comment below. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching as always. I'll see you guys later on Skate Athletics.